Okay, we're going to do Sri Ishapanishad backwards. Ready? Ready?
Yes.
Okay. 10 people are ready. Everybody else is not ready. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Hari Om. Agnenaya Supatharaya Svan Vishvani Deva Vidhani Vidvan Yo Yasmashurharanameno Vuishtam Te Katrindradema Vayuranilamamritam Atetam Vashvantam Shariram Om Kratosmara Kritam Smara Kratosmara Kritam Smara. Backwards, go back. So you go into 16 next. 16. Ma Pushare Karshe Yamasuya Prajapatya Vyuharasmin Samuha Tejo Yate Rupam Kalyanatamam Tate Vashamyo Savasau Purushaha Sohamasmi Hiranmayina Vayuranya. Wait, backwards. Back. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham tatvam pushana pavrenu satyadharmaya drishtaye satyukim cha vinasham cha yastad vedo vayam saha vinashena mritum tirtva sambhutyam mritum ashnute Anyare bahur sambhavat, anyarahur sambhavat, iti shushu madhiranam, yenastad vichachakshare, tradishanti, ye sambhutim upasate, tato bhuya ivate tamo, yau sambhutyam rataha. Chayas tadvedo payam saha avidyayam mritum tirtva vidyayam mritum ashtute anyadeva hur vidyaya anyadahur avidyaya iti shushu madhiranam yenastad vichachakshire Anyadika pravishanti ye vidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate tamo yau vidyayam rataha yamabradam ashnavidam shudham apapavidham kavir manishi bharyabu swayambur Yatatyatortam Dhyarashasvati Vyasamabhyaha Astu Sarvani Bhutani Atmaivabu Vijanataha Tatra Ko Mohakakshoka Ekatvamarupashyataha Yastu Sarvani Bhutani Atmanyeva rupashyati sarvabhuteshu chatmanam tato na vichakupsate adayajati tanayajati tadure tadvantike tadantarasya sarvasya tadu sarvasya payataha Anejale kamanaso javiyo naina deva apnuvam purvanarshad tadavato nyanatyeti tishtat tasminapo matarishva dadati loka andena tamasavritaha tamste kritya vikushyanti ekecha mahano janaha purvane deha karmani jijivishakshatam samaham evam tvainanyate tosti na karma lipyate nare ishavascha midam sarvam yaktim cha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bunjita magriraskasya svitanam Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate Shri Ishapanishad Sampurnam Hare Om. Now we'll do first verse and the last verse, then the second verse and the penultimate verse. And in that way, we'll stair step toward the center. Ready? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishishyate Anejadik Agnenaya Supatadaya Svan Vishvani Deva Varinani Vidvan Yuyodhyasvashruhadrana Meno Bhuishtam Te Nama Uktim Vedema Ishavasya Midam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tyaktena Bunjita Magridha Kasyasiddhanam Vayuran Nilam Amritam Atenam Bashvantam Shariram Om Kratos Smara Kritam Smara Kratos Smara Kritam Smara Kurvane Meha Karmani Jijivi Shekshatam Samaha Evam Tvainanyate Tosti Na karma lipete nare Ushane karshe yama surya prajapatya Vyuharasmin samuha Tejo yate rupam kalyanatamam Tate pashamyo savasa purusha sohamasmi Asuryanamate loka andena tamasavritaha tamste pritya vigatshanti yeke chatmahano janaha hiranmayena pakrena satyasya pihitam mukam tattvam pushana padrinu satyagarmaya drishtaye Annejarikam manaso javiyo naina deva abnuvan purvanashat tadavatum yanatyeti tishtat tasmina gomakarishva dadati sambutim cha vinasham cha yastad vedo bayam saha vinashena mritum tirtva Sambhutyam ritumashnute Anejati Tadure Kadvantike Tarantarasya Sarvasya Tadu Sarvasya Bhayataha Hiranmayena Tanvavat Anyarahura Sambhavat Iti Shushu Madiranam Enasta vichachakshide Tadis Tarutani Atmanye Vadupashyati Sarvabhuteshu Chatmanam Tatona vichagupsate Anantama pravishanti Desambhutim upasate Tato bhuya ivate tamo ya usambhutyam rataha. Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmaivadbhut vijanataha tatra ko mohakashoka ekatvam anupashyataha. Anyam katinam chayas tadvedo bayam saha avidyayam ratum tirtva vidyayam ratuvashtute saparya kachukramakaya vavradam ashnavidam shutam apapavitam kavir vanishi paryabhusvayambhur yatatyatyatortam vyadadashasvati vyasamabhyaha anyari bahur vidyaya anyarahur avidyaya iti shushu najiranam enastad vichachakshide anyandama pravishanti ye vidyam upasate tato bhuya ivate kamo ya uvidyayam rataha. Did we do it? We got stuck in the middle. Now we'll go the other way out. Hare Om. Krishna, 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 hey. More kartal. Kartals. Krishna, 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 hey. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam. Turn it on, turn it on. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahimam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Pahimam. Go 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
And now we're continuing with Miracle on 2nd Avenue. But I want you, if you start reading this book, you'll enter into a whole different world. And when it's over, you'll be more. Are you reading? Go ahead. You read the first part. 2, the seeker. Okay, lengthen. Everybody lengthen. And take a breath. Ready? Although I'd known the Swami for what amounted to only a matter of months, when I joined his guests for lunch that day, I felt that my meeting him had been a long time coming, that it was the latest episode in a string of events throughout my life. I had come from a conservative Jewish background, but I had a distinct rebellious streak that I nurtured from an early age. Social clubs, sports, and playing in bands were the main things about school that interested me, although I was keen on music and literature. As a teenager, I enthusiastically consumed good writing, quote unquote. Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, Billy Wilder's Stalag 17, Somerset Maughams, The Razor's Edge, Conrad's Heart of Darkness, Faulkner's As I Lay Dying, Graham Greene's The Third Man, Saul Bellows' The Adventures of Augie March, Hemingway's The Old Man and the Sea, Lawrence Ferlinghetti's Pictures of the Gone World, and lots of Dylan Thomas. When I was 16, I started drinking rather heavily, smoking pot and hanging out with musicians, many of whom were older than I was. Some wore goatees, and some were pimps. My parents seemed oblivious to it all, including the fact that I was smoking and not just cigarettes. During this time, I became friends with Dick Miller, who was the most rebellious but academically brilliant guy in school. Although he was in all the high school academic classes, he was everything the older generation hated. He cut class, came to school drunk, worked as a male prostitute, and had affairs with female members of the staff who were twice his age. He exposed me to the underworld of dope, prostitution, and jazz. I admired his outspokenness and his rejection of the system in which we had been raised. I laughed at the world with him, and in some ways even emulated his behavior. Then, when Dick and I were 17, the car he was driving was involved in a head-on collision with a truck. The other members of his family in the car were not seriously injured, but he was killed. His funeral was held in Seattle, a 2-hour drive from my home in Portland. I rode up to the service with a teacher of mine, Wayne Altree, and a friend named Craig. The funeral parlor was full of flowers and loud, dreary organ music and blinding sunlight from the clerestory windows. Dick's ex-girlfriend, Linda, was there and dressed in white, her cheeks stained black with tears and mascara. She looked gray. I filed past the coffin with the other mourners. When I saw Dick's face bruised black and blue in the open casket, I felt sick. It was the first time I'd come face to face with death, and I couldn't process what had happened to this person who was the same age as me. I was overcome with grief and rode back to Portland in complete silence while Craig whimpered in the back seat. Barely able to function, I ran into Altree some days later as I drifted between classes. "How are you doing?" he asked. "Not so good." "You know," he said, "bad things are going to happen in life, even to extraordinary people like Dick." "But why?" I asked, not really expecting an answer. "I don't really know," he paused. "You need a teacher," he said. "You're my teacher." I mean a teacher who can explain stuff, someone who has some answers. I didn't take Altree's advice very seriously, but I did become interested in philosophy in my early 20s. I easily accommodated the Eastern and Oriental variety and was attracted to the works of Aldous Huxley, especially books such as The Doors of Perception, which leaned eastward and touted the here and now philosophy. Despite being something of a spiritual seeker, I was an agnostic. I had witnessed a great deal of hypocrisy in the people of God in my childhood. My parents considered religion more or less an add-on to a happy, successful life. Their Judaism seemed to me to be based more on social intercourse than on spirituality. There was a lot of discrimination and condescension toward other faiths. Shortly after my bar mitzvah, I mentally renounced identification with Judaism. When I was 19, I moved to New York to seek a career as a musician. I lived in the center of the city and began working to establish myself in the underground world of jazz. In 1962, when I was 20, I married Beverly, a small woman with dark brown hair, brown eyes, and a round face. We've been friends through most of high school, but I had known her since age 7. Due to our mutual infidelity throughout our 4-year marriage, she moved out and I was left on my own. After Beverly and I were separated, I returned to Portland, Oregon for a brief family visit. While I was there, I met Jan. She was quiet and petite and struck me as glamorous with her striking blue eyes and long black hair. My first words to her, "What do you think of getting high?" "If you have to ask, you couldn't possibly know," she answered coolly. We both took LSD that day. It was her first time, and her older sister Joan thought she shouldn't have. That night, in an old rented house on the southeast side of town, Jan and I paired off, and the 2 other couples there thought it was great, if a bit abrupt. The next day, we watched an art film at Reed College and began our private dialogue. We were both at loose ends with nothing much to do except that I wanted to go back to New York and she wanted to do something different and new. We drove to New York the week after we met in a 1957 Chevrolet I'd bought from my brother. Joan thought Jan was being impulsive and that New York City was too dangerous for her. Since it was winter, we decided to drive from Portland via the southern route to New York. When we got into Northern California, it was snowing hard, and we almost ran out of gas. But we coasted a lot in neutral with the engine off and managed to make it to the next gas station without freezing to death on the remote mountain road covered with deep snow on both sides. Once in New York, we moved into a loft on the top floor of 110 Bowery. Our loft was an AIR, Artist in Residence apartment that, like so many other building top floors at that time, was undecorated and functioned as both a studio and a home. The place was huge, nearly 2,000 square feet, and the rent was cheap, only $55 a month. We didn't care about the lousy neighborhood. We just wanted our own place with space and privacy and the ability to make as much noise as we wanted at any time of the day or night. We made lots of music with the alternative people we met, and we made sure that books like the Kama Sutra weren't lost on us. We began to explore various spiritual and religious experiences which were as prevalent and easy to come by in New York as drugs. A couple of months into our stay in New York, I visited an uptown Swami in Manhattan's chic East 50s. It was an informal lecture in what looked like a converted apartment. The plush, well-decorated room was redolent with white pipe smoke. Portly gray men and women sat motionless in overstuffed leather chairs. The Indian Swami's squeaky voice grated on my nerves. No cohesive message emerged. Sometime later, I attended New York's first Zen Institute. The first floor of the Manhattan brownstone apartment front room had been made into a sparsely decorated and immaculately clean temple room with folding chairs, white curtains, and a dark, sickly green carpet. About 10 followers in their middle to late 30s, older people I thought, were seated, waiting in apparent expectation. A small, shaven-headed Oriental monk dressed in black came from the rear, down the middle aisle, to take his place at the front of the room. He stood before what appeared to be a small altar, a table draped in white cloth upon which sat a green glass bowl of bananas, oranges, apples, and peaches. Someone passed out a small song sheet. We all read and chanted together, following the monk. O ro mo so do lo jo po mai fai so da ra I le mi je ki re. The song was about 20 lines long, and it took about 10 minutes to sing, repetitions included. The monk's voice rang out above the others. After the chant, he exited as fast as he'd entered, disappearing through a door at the back of the room, which banged shut after him. About 6 of the American Buddhist members of the audience invited me to another room upstairs for an informal chat, which turned out to be a conversation at a round table centered on fasting. The main message from what I could get from what I can gather was don't break a fast with orange juice. I was unimpressed. How was this spiritual? God, I thought, I'd never go back there. A few months later, on the recommendation of a friend, I talked with an elderly Christian priest. This monumental 4-minute meeting took place after a 1-hour wait in the foyer of a huge New York church in Upper Manhattan. I was annoyed at being made to stand and wait. I felt like I was waiting in line to get a driver's license. The priest finally showed up wearing an overcoat and walked briskly toward me. He was tall and gray-haired and wore a suit and smiled a lot. Are you the one waiting to see me? He asked. Yes. And what can I do for you today? I thought quickly. What's the most important teaching to concentrate on? Once I visited Mother Vivian, he said. What? He suddenly became very still and got a far-off look in his eyes. She was living in a convent in the small village in southern Italy. When I looked into his eyes, I knew she knew something I didn't know. Her eyes were clear. They were limpid. I knew she was wise. What did she say? She didn't say anything. I expected her to say a little bit, but she didn't say a word. She just looked at me, and I knew what I had to know. She was in another world. That was enough for me. I have a meeting to go to now. And in a friendly, paternal way, he touched my shoulder and added, I hope you don't mind. Discouraged by the results of these various spiritual explorations, I decided to go it alone. I began reading Tao Zen, various types of Buddhism, Confucianism, and the Bhagavad Gita, Juan Masquero's translation. All of these scriptures made me curious but skeptical. The Bhagavad Gita, which I'd heard a lot about, was a very short book and made me particularly uncomfortable. As a peacenik of sorts, I couldn't figure out why this scriptural conversation between Krishna and Arjuna took place on a battlefield. Why was a war fought after a deep spiritual discourse? The contradiction bothered me. I asked Surya Kumari, an acquaintance of mine from Madras, who was trained in classical Indian music. She said the book was a symbolic discourse that meant we had to fight out our own lives. That made some sense, but her offhand answer didn't really quell my doubts about the book. Several weeks later, I ran into an associate of a crosstown bus. Mickey was an African-American jazz drummer with whom I'd worked. His face was wrinkled and he had short brown hair that formed a cap over a long pointed head. I'd come to his rescue some months earlier on the Staten Island ferry when a drunken white Vietnam vet had been trying to pick a fight with him. After I'd managed to calm the fat, obnoxious drunk, Mickey and I had stood and talked at the rail of the ferry as the boat churned through the icy Atlantic waters 40 feet below. On that hot afternoon in 1966, we exchanged news during the few blocks that we had shared the bus. You know, said Mickey in his gravely ancient-sounding voice, there's a Swami who's living at 94 Bowery. You really ought to check him out. Really? 94 Bowery? That's just a few doors down from me. Yeah, it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7. He has a chanting session. Just walk in. Nobody cares. It's on the top floor. I'll have to check that out. I can't believe it. Are you sure he's living there? He's living there, all right. He's written a lot of books. He's an old guy from India. An Indian Swami living on the Bowery. It seemed totally incongruous to me. I'd been going uptown for my spiritual experiences. With its flop houses, bums, and bars, the Bowery was Skid Row, the antithesis of my idea of spiritual. Mickey was scribbling the address on a wrinkled piece of paper with a half-chewed pencil as the bus swerved and bounced. 94 Bowery, he handed it to me. Here. I won't forget where it is. It's just a few places down from my loft. Take it, he said. Om Tat Sat. Do you find the writing captivating? Yeah. It's too good. Well, his writing he includes a lot of detail, and it captures the mind. What to speak of the circumstances. Do you see any parallels anywhere in this to anybody else's life? Well, I was thinking about Prabhupada because he had bad experiences with many so-called sadhus that his father brought. And go ahead, Rivik. You're going to need a mic.
It's kind of like Pundalik, but also kind of not.
Kind of like what?
Pundalik Maharaj, who went under a bad influence of...
Pundalik?
Yeah.
I don't know Pundarik. I was thinking of how Prabhupada had been exposed to a lot of sadhus. And when his friend told him there was a sadhu, he said, that's enough. I don't want to go. And Prabhupada said, my friend practically dragged me there, and he met Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. What do you got? Do you have a game? Let's chant a little and then we'll do a game. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Play violin. Where's the mics?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Haribo! Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Na Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna. Keep it. Sing. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Nanda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gonna mic that up. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Govinda Jai Jai, Gopal Jai Jai, Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jai Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go Premanande, Hare. Game break. No game? Cancel the game? Game? No game. This is game? Game? No game. Okay, you got to vote. Game? Okay, no game. Okay, game. Okay, game wins it. Haribo. Game time.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Today's game is very similar to last weekend's game. And does anyone remember what we played last weekend? Yes, Song Association. So that was a game where we had songs and you had to associate some sort of bhajan to the word. And today we have a similar game, but instead it's shlokas. So what we'll be doing... There's different levels, and what we'll be doing is that we will say this Sanskrit word, and then you can raise your hand to volunteer and come up and say a shloka that's related to that word, or has the word in it. And there can also be a variation to that word. So for example, it can be like kirtan or kirtanam, very similar, but that will still count.
And you will be getting bonus points if you can tell the translation along with the verse.
Ooh.
So the first word is dharma.
So just raise your hand and we'll choose someone. The word is dharma.
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे सामवेदयुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवश्चैव किम् अकुर्व सञ्जय.
English, English.
Do you know the translation? Would anyone like to help her out? You can just raise your hand. No one knows the translation? Oh, Rithvik.
Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya what is happening on this holy field and war of Kurukshetra.
The next word is eva.
We'll never find.
Please raise your hand if you would like to volunteer. Anyone? You can call a friend too. Oh, Kundri. Come on.
एवं मृता स्वप्रियनामकीर्त्या जातानुरागो ऋतचित्तौ उच्चैः हस्यतो रोदितिरोति गायति
Unmadavam
नृत्यति लोकवाया.
Just a reminder, this word can be anywhere in the verse, not just doesn't have to just start with it. So the next word is Ishvara.
Gita Priya.
They raised my hand.
Yeah, but do you remember the verse?
I don't know the whole verse.
That's okay.
Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakaranaka.
Wait, English. You don't have to give the exact, but at least say it's something what it means.
Do you know a little bit of what it means? Do you want to call a friend that knows what it means? Any volunteers?
Somebody knows what it means. Right? What? Who can say?
Oh, Sukeshwari Mataji volunteered.
Evam parampara praptam, right? Oh, Ishvara Parama. Sorry. Yeah, Ishvara Parama Krishna. Lord Krishna is actually what? Ishvara Parama Krishna. Ishvara. Krishna is the Param Ishvara. Satchidananda Vigraha. He has a beautiful Sat, Chit and Ananda form. Anadiradir Govinda. So he has, there is no beginning or end. Anadiravid Govinda, Sarva Karanagani, he is the cause of all causes.
The next word is nama.
Ooh, lots of volunteers. Ramani? No? Do you want to call a friend? Okay, call it. So you could say Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine.
What does it mean? Somebody say what it means.
Does anyone know the translation?
Or meaning?
Or general meaning?
Otherwise, no prasadam. For 1 week.
Kirtaniya Gora.
I offer my respectful, humble
Oh, use the mic.
I offer my humble obeisances to my spiritual master who is in Mozambique. Oh wait, oops. Wrong one. What's the word?
Nama Om
So I offer my respectful obeisances.
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale. Okay.
Yeah, to Srila Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Basically, like, I offer my respectful, humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada.
Okay, give the rest of it somebody.
Bhakti Vedanta.
Go ahead.
Do you know any more? Okay. Yeah. Offering obeisances to Prabhupada, who serves the lotus feet of Vishnu and very dear to Krishna and has the title Bhakti Vedanta. Yeah.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya. It's very dear to the Lord Krishna, Lord in this world. Bhutale. Bhutale means in this world. Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin, his name. Swaminiti Namini. Thank you. I will.
Our next word is Vidyam. What's your name?
Rian.
Rian.
Vidyam cha yas tadvedo bhayam sah vinash avidyayamrityum tedva vidyayamritam ashnute.
Meaning. Give it. Wait. Read it. Give him. Somebody loan you the copy of the Shishapanishad. Here.
Rian, come. You can
Rian,
read
you
the...
can read it. No, give me the verse. 11.
Read the translation.
Only one who can learn the process of nescience and that of transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death, enjoy the full blessings of immortality.
Very good.
The next word is Param. Param. Akshanitai.
We can pass the mic back there if that's easier.
Rajavidyam Rajaguhyam Pavitramidam Uttamam Pratyaksha Damyam Susukum Kartamavyam. Wait, does that have param? No.
It does not have the word param in it.
Try.
Okay. Can I reuse a verse? Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda.
Yeah, that
No,
one.
try Vishaya Vinivartante.
Oh, yeah. Vishaya Vinivartante Niraharisya Dehina Rasovarjam Rasopyasya Param Dushta Nivartate.
Now say what it means.
The meaning is effectively that one is not able to get past the taste, the lower taste of the interactions with Vishaya, the objects of the senses, until one achieves a higher taste. Param Drishta Nivartate.
We're only going to do two more, so this is your last two chances. The next word is Ahankara.
Yeah, he's shaking his head no, so he's got to go.
Bhakti.
Bhakti.
Bhumirapo mano vayur kamano buddhire vacha ahankara miti yame vinas prakritir asyatam.
The shloka is about the elements, the four. The shloka is about the elements.
Give Sagita, give Sagita. Either we get it on the phone. She can read the translation. That's not the verse. Is it? Is that what she quoted? Oh, I thought she's...
Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and false ego. Altogether, these eight constitute my separated material energies.
Hold on. Which verse did she... Say the verse again. The one that you did first.
Bhumirapo mano vayur kammano buddhire vacha.
Okay.
Ahankara miti yamme binna prakriti rashtata.
Haribol.
Okay, last word is punah. Punah.
Alanath.
Matirna Krishne parata svatova mito bipadyeta grihavratanam adanta gobir vishatam tamisram puna punascharvita charvananam.
Translation and commentary.
Prahlad Maharaj says that
Matirna Krishna Padataksvatova Mito Pipadyeta Grihavratam.
I would like to phone a friend.
We can give you a hint.
Here.
It relates to chewing.
Right, chewing the chewed. Persons who are too addicted to material life, they cannot help themselves through their own efforts, nor can they achieve help from other people. And such people are so unfortunate. And they, Prahlad Maharaj says, their form of sense enjoyment is just chewing the chewed and constant sense enjoyment.
That concludes our game session for today, and we hope to see you the next time we do Youth Jam.
Haribol! Hare Krishna Subhanahu Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai. Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai. Boro sukar khabar gai, boro sukar khabar gai. Surabhi kunjete namar akuleche. Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai. Koda Nitai, Koda Nitai. Boro mojar khatatai, boro mojar khatatai. Shadamuye Shudanam Sehate Pikai. Jata Bhakta Vrindavasi. Arikari deke naam beche daro khasi. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Jarinam kimbe bai, jarinam kimbe bai. Amar sange chalo mahadhanir kache jai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Tumi kimbe Krishna nam, tumi kimbe Krishna nam. Kasturi loebe ami purnaha bekam. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Borodoyal Nityananda, Borodoyal Nityananda. Sharamata Loiden, Parama Ananda. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. एक बार देख ले चक्षे जल, एक बार देख ले चक्षे जल. Gora bole nitai den, sakala sambal. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Den Shuddha Krishna Shika, Den Shuddha Krishna Shika. Jati dan vidya bal na kore apeksha. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Amani chari maya jal, amani chari maya jal. Grihe tako bane tako nata ke janjal. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Aranai ko kalir bhoy, Aranaiko Kalirboy. Achandale denam nitai doyamoy. Kodanitai, kodanitai. Kodanitai, kodanitai. Bhakti vino dake koi, bhakti vino dake koi. Nitai charana bina ar nahi ashoy. Kodanitai, kodanitai. Kodanitai, kodanitai. Nitai, kodanitai. Hold on, I got a tune that goes with this, I think. Came in my head on the way home the other night, and we haven't tried it yet. So don't go anywhere. Bhakti vino dake koi, bhakti vino dake koi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Bhaktivinoda dake koi. Ma Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What's the next part? Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, I know. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Remember? Next part. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. What's the next part? Get the mic. Krishna, Hare Hare. Is this the Indra tune I used to sing all the time? And it goes way up high, right? Get a mic. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Then
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare. Is that the same tune? Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. It's a different tune. Hare Hare. It's two different tunes. Hold on. I know that tune, but I'm just trying to remember the other one. Got it? Yes, that real high part. Let's hear it. You start lower then. There it is. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna. Give him the mic.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
So does it go with the bhajan or not? Can you get it to work?
Yes. The second, the bhajan matches with the second tune. Like the scale aligns better for the second tune. So,
You mean this tune we just did?
yeah.
Okay. Put the bhajan back, the last part. We're about to have a breakthrough. Okay. Bhakti vinodake koi, bhakti vinodake koi. Nitai charana bina nahi ashoy. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai. Koda nitai, koda nitai.
Hare
Krishna, Hare.
Krishna.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, because the third one, it would be, the scale would not align with the
Okay,
tune.
go for it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Kodanitai. 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 Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That fits, but the only thing is with that tune, getting back down from the high part, it doesn't work going low with the double. It's got to end high.
What we could do is
We were doing the third tune of it on the regular scale, but then we won't be able to do the first two because they'll get too low.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know, I can work on it after.
Okay. Well, you guys are great dancers. Really, it's really great dancing. Okay, let's sit just for a minute. Baitea. Baito. Nirkula and I are leaving on Tuesday because we're going to go try to get the Beatles. If we get the Beatles, who knows what might happen. Hey, no clanking. Thank you. We're leaving on Tuesday and we're going to go to London. And in London, there's a lot happening. We have quite a few engagements. In fact, we've been spending the last week or so trying to slim down the schedule a little bit. But there will be a RISE retreat. It's called RISE, R-I-S-E, where a lot of the devotees from the UK will come. We'll have a lot of chance to go out on book distribution with the devotees. And we'll also go to Wales, which is a community where devotees are dedicated to preaching and book distribution. And then we're going to go to Folkestone, which is another developing community. They have a lot of developing communities around London. It's really cold and rainy there, so we'll be miserable. We'll be miserable because we'll be missing all of you. And when we come back, I don't think we're going to leave ever again. Or at least until Sadhu Sangha. Which is in New Orleans and coming up soon. And it's very clear that there's critical mass, as they say, occurring here. And it's important to remember, in any case, in any circumstance, that motivation is everything. It's not what we do, but how we do it that counts. Keep in mind that even one molecule of misguided intention can skew the result dramatically. So we're an organization meant only for pure devotional service. And it's important to keep a humble attitude and be the servant of the servant of the servant. And remember that we're all here by the grace of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya and the great Acharyas. Important too, as Krishna says in the Gita. Anybody else? To be kind. He says you should be a kind friend to all living beings. It's really important. And the only way to do that consistently is to be Krishna conscious. And the only way to be Krishna conscious consistently is to chant Hare Krishna. There's no substitute. It's the main process. So we have to chant sincerely, and even if you feel that you're distracted or you don't have a taste, chant anyway. Just keep chanting, because all the power is there within the chanting of the holy name. It's the main thing. And if you keep that going all the time, chant your daily rounds, and then always remember Krishna by chanting his names, then Krishna will protect your consciousness. And we need that because the world's fraught with difficulties, with distraction, with evil-mindedness. So we should, as the Bhagavatam says, apana samsritim goran inam avivashogranam tata sadya vimucheta yadbipeti swayam bayam. It's a fearful situation in the material world. Therefore, sages at Naimisharana say we should take shelter of Krishna's name, because even fear personified is afraid of Krishna. And we'll realize that the more we take shelter of Krishna's names. The solution to all problems is chanting Hare Krishna. Solution to being out of anxiety is chanting Hare Krishna. So please chant Hare Krishna and go on serving the devotees and try to give mercy to the people of Silicon Valley. We especially want to reach out to the non-traditional audience. We're very fortunate because so many exalted devotees have come. Now we should turn our attention as much as possible to those who aren't acquainted with the culture. That requires great tolerance and patience. And make facility as much as possible so that people who aren't acquainted with Vedic culture or Krishna consciousness can also take part. It's vital. And also we have a great goal. It's one that we couldn't have dreamed of even 10 years ago. We thought 500 sets of Bhagavatams would be possible only if there was a spaceship that landed and something like that happened. But now we're looking up at 7,301 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam, and today we had a meeting, brainstorming, and devotees were immediately inspired to think of many ways to do that. And if we set the goals and pray, then Krishna will give us the intelligence and the resources to do it. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev, if you so desire, please make our hearts soft, humble, and kind. And please let us feel paradukha dukhi, or suffering because of the sufferings of others. And please let us follow in the footsteps of not only Srila Prabhupada, but also the great early devotees who took great risks all over the world, even in places where they would be imprisoned or killed for spreading Krishna consciousness. And let us be bold in spreading Krishna consciousness wherever we possibly can, while we can. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with these prayers in whole or in part. Please say Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpataruscha kripa sindhave vacha patitanam bhavani